Yeah, operator bans are always a massive part, especially inside of Clubhouse, where you do have some very strong operators for this particular map, just in terms of the bomb sites. Of course, Maverick is always going to be that #1 ban for Clubhouse, and of course also Lion there, but he's really just a given at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, no one really wants to take you know, Lion just through his sheer power and his global ability and what he's able to achieve. I think in terms of a secondary ban, we could be looking at maybe a Glaz. Yep, there it is. The Glaz is going to come through now. But it's the defending bans that always, you know, pique my interest, if you will, because I feel like they're the ones that can really, you know, decide which way a map's going to go.
So Maverick being left open, this is something that it's a bit unfamiliar for us. Of course, Maverick, we know how strong he can be. That silent blowtorch can disable that bandit trick, which has been a big pinnacle for a lot of these defensive teams, is to try and deny access to, especially that cash wall. You want to try and stop that balcony push coming in, which is also common that we've seen so many times. But then equally, over in the gym and bedroom bomb site, you kind of want to stop that jacuzzi bomb trick, and even sometimes that triple wall from Church, that could be Maverick, and that's a very sneaky Maverick as well that you can kind of squeeze in there. Other two defenders, there's going to be Maestro and Mira being banned out. So it's really, yeah, Mira's a bit of a given, but Maestro, sometimes I would see Echo banned out a lot more than Maestro in most cases.
I'm not sure, you know, I think Maestro falls into quite a unique category. Obviously, the Alder is quite a good weapon, and his ability to be able to see through smokes in terms of denying the plant with his evil eyes is something that, you know, it's very, very powerful, and I can certainly see why that's been removed there. But Echo does make a very good substitute, and that's kind of why I say that the bans for the defending operators can sometimes be a little bit more influential, just because you are limited by how many operators can actually deny and in what way they can deny. So having the Echo on the board, you know, you're always going to end up with one of the three of either a Maestro, a Mirror, or an Echo. So I think they've done pretty well to get the Echo through.
So we'll be starting things off with the downstairs bomb site first of all. So it will not be the more common cash room bomb site, but of course this is Clubhouse, where you know, you have the gym and bedroom available, you have the cash room. I still want a team to crack down the barn stock, because looking at it on paper, before the rework of Clubhouse, it was the second pick bomb site for a reason, because the upstairs were virtually impossible to defend. The main thing about barn stock is that for the stock take, you never had control of upstairs. It was always attacker favored in terms of pushing in towards that B bomb site. Now with the map buff, you can roam upstairs, which was always the hard part about that particular bomb site. So I'm still a bit confused why teams are not going to actually attempt one of those, because it is very viable. And again, it's not going to be something that teams are going to be ready for in most cases. You know, they're never really going to expect the barn stock. So if you whip one of those out, that could get you a very early round. And talking about something early, we're going to see the blue rush by 4 members of Secret. They will rush on in, but no, Harris Kendry, they murdered the entire Secret team inside of blue. And all we left is Youngstiz on the Thatcher. Well, that is one way to kick the round off, and questionable.
Questionable at best. I think that you know, it's not something that you see every day, but it looks as though Guidance were more than ready for that, and you just saw Team Secret get absolutely cut down through that doorway there. I don't think I've seen a quicker round in Siege, really.
You haven't seen Vex yet, have you?
Well, no, I mean, it was very Vex-esque, I must say. Like that is something that you know, will be straight out of their handbook, if you will, if they've even got a handbook. But don't
even think Vex know what they're playing at whenever they play Siege.
But yeah, I mean, I just think that Secret have maybe just thrown one away there.
That was that was a very non-Secret-like play. That's the Secret, who are known to be that very dictating team. They take what they want, they control it very well. On Clubhouse, they're very used to just clearing top to bottom. Never seen them go for that blue rush before, but hey, they went for it, didn't work. And we'll see if they can bounce back with the attack. So already Guidance there, going to be 1-0 up. I'm sure Guidance are probably now thinking, this may turn into a bit of a mini match. I think that's kind of what we have in Siege, where, of course, Secret, we know, they've qualified, they've got that first place. This is just a match which really doesn't matter a whole lot to them. It's, of course, like we said, all the pressure's on Guidance to potentially challenge for those playoff spots. But we'll see how the cash room does fare for themselves. Secret still rocking the exact same lineup they have. We'll see if they can do anything differently. I hope they would do something different.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you touch on that it's a match that doesn't really matter all that much to Secret, but I think it's a match that certainly matters quite a bit to Guidance, and the way that they're going to be able to position themselves if they do come off, you know, the victor out of this one. So I think from Secret's point of view, to throw a round away so early on, it can come down to one round at the end of it. So it may be a little bit of an oversight from them, shall we say?
So this does look a lot more like Secret's playstyle. They're going to try and work on in towards the garage, and looking at it, Vex isn't even where he should be, which should be Bandit tricking that double wall. Of course, maybe he may be expecting, oh yeah, Maverick is not going to be banned, so he doesn't really want to risk that potential easy kill for anybody peeking through those blowtorch holes. Instead, he's going to actually be rocking away downstairs inside of the garage, a very aggressive position. That wall that we were talking about will be opened up, and Vexsteel's just going to wait his turn, just going to sit there, ready for anything that may come towards him. But that's not where Secret are looking to head towards, as they have all rotated and shifted towards the construction take.
Yeah, I think that getting the external wall open there into cash is certainly something that's definitely worth doing, and it does give you quite a lot of cut off in terms of a rotation. But it's certainly possible to have Bandit trick that, especially with Maverick not on the board. But it does appear as though we've got Guidance, a couple of guys there playing on site with the ACOGs, and Harris is going to pick up his first kill of this round onto Steezy, removing the Thatcher. Although the Thatcher at this point will largely have done his job in removing those Bandit charges, although could be handy later on if we were to look at maybe disabling one of the Yokai drones, perhaps.
So, still plenty of time on the board for Secret, still half the round, and a map like Clubhouse where you do have a lot of time to play with, and that's really where we talk about Clubhouse as one of those more meat grinder maps that we already did see with that blue tunnel rush. And the wall will be opened up by Meat, being lucky has actually been down from that quick peek that Harris did decide to take. It might be Blackout, but Harris still holding on to those angles, of course. Has those Yokai drones that you were discussing. Vex, no C4 on him, so no potential C4s from below. He is maybe looking for a quick rotate up, as the Vigil can be immune to any flank drones that we could see Stiz watching. Or he's actually just going to play beneath the hatch, try and see if he can find a head of a potential Secret member. Things are certainly slowing down a lot more for the players of Secret, but still plenty of time. 40 seconds on the clock can really make things work. With all the utility that they have from the Capo, this can get pretty hairy.
Yeah, definitely. Meepy there just picking up a quick kill as Lackey's smoked off the bomb site and is making his way in. I'm not sure if he's aware there's a defender in the smoke right in front of him, but there's going to be a little bit of a skirmish there, and he is going to pick up that kill onto Kenru, putting him in at a 2 versus 3. Meepy there getting the bomb down as the final defender is Hayes, and he's going to be on cash stairs. He's going to have a pretty big job to do at this point to try and retake this site off Secret, and you can see him there just slow peeking the door, and he is going to pick up that first kill onto Lackey, so he's broken that first engagement down into a 1 versus 1, but still he's nowhere near getting into the diffuser to get that diffuse off. He's got 2 more members to pick up. He's going to get some shots through the wall. I think he did. Oh no, didn't quite manage to get any shots in then, so we're still going to be looking at Hayes. He's got very little health to be playing with, and the time is certainly not ticking in his favour. Meepy there going to clean up that final kill, and that is the Secret that we know.
Yeah, easy as you like for Secret. Very slow, methodical playstyle. They took what they needed, which in that circumstance was the master bedroom construction area. Didn't have any interest in taking control of Garage, which is more of that common strategy that a lot of teams have been going for more often. And once again, Guidance, they will be picking up that cash room to see if they can rectify any mistakes that they have. Still, 1 rounds apiece. I think that they are lacking that more C4 at their disposal. You know, that C4 from below is so strong on Clubhouse, and especially whenever Team Secret, they don't even take from below. Start picking your pulses, pick your Valkyries, start getting those intel gathering operators who can combo that with C4s, and well, you have a very nasty combo. Of course, you know, that hatch was open. You could have seen a C4 being tossed out, kill the Thermite as he goes for the exothermic charge. Easiest kill of the game for Guidance, really, in that circumstance. They will pick up the Valkyrie. No pulse, however, but still a C4 nonetheless from below can be very devastating. Secret, once again, no big change inside of their strategies, picking the same 5 operators, and these, I would say, are the more common ones. Only one which kind of springs to mind that isn't there is really Sophia, who we've seen a big uprise in, but instead they're going to be opting for the double hard break, which I do agree with on a map like Clubhouse.
Yeah, there's a lot to be gained by opening up the reinforced walls, and having two operators to be able to do that is certainly better than one. I was a little bit excited for a moment when I saw Kendrew on the dock. I think that playing the dock from that catwalk is something that he's done very well in previous weeks, and it's something that's quite popular. And I think that, moving on to the Valkyrie, it's obviously a fair swap. We were saying there they could have done maybe a little bit more information, and a C4 from below is always handy. So kind of equal balance there, but it would have been nice to see him try and hold the garage a little bit more. But on the other hand, Secret aren't really pushing the garage. They're going through, taking master, taking construction, and then moving through onto site.
So once again, walls will be opened up, and this time Vex, he may be caught with his pants down, as he did play this very aggressive position last time, but there wasn't that much pressure towards that garage side from Secret inside of the last round, and already has to drop down as forced. Secret, they have got the drones in, they spot out where the bandit is, and he has had to retreat. Has only actually used one of his shock wires, so this could be a very easy thermite charge from Meatby to open up in towards that double wall. Alems, he hears a bit of movement holding that angle. They know where the bandit would have dropped to. It would have been either the blue stairs or the main stairs that he would have went up to, and the feet shots land, but doesn't manage to get the final killing blow. Leon upstairs will get things kicked off with a kill, eliminates his vigil off the board, so that drone expert who can deny that intel is going to be off the board, and Kendrew and Vex stacking up inside of construction. They know this is where Secret went last time, and they're going to try and put as much effort as they can to deny it, but no, already Bandit does fall to Leon. A double kill for him so far, half the round to go, and this is looking very strong for Team Secret.
Yeah, Team Secret seems to be finding the stride a little bit more now, and they're taking these engagements and picking people off as they go. Still got a Limbs down there watching the bottom of Cash Stairs as Leon picks up yet another kill, that time going to be onto Kendrew, so the Nitro cell is going to be out of the picture, although the Valkyrie cams will still be up. But Leon there going to unfortunately lose his life to Harris as Harris takes him out in construction, and Harris is going to play a little bit aggressively here, and he's probably got a free kill on his hands. He certainly does. He's able to take out Steezy, but not with, well, Limbs is then going to get a grenade kill onto Blackout, and final kill there. Limbs did all the work from downstairs watching the bottom of Cash Stairs, and I think they even got the diffuser down and all that, so another convincing win on the Cash site for Secret there.
Yeah, it was very simple for Secret. They got the picks very early on. It was more just guidance falling one by one. You've seen his fall, then straight after Vex goes down, everybody else follows after that, and really you could see that guidance, they kind of set up predicting that potential construction push that Secret did go for last time. You've seen two players inside of construction trying to hold that down as much as they can, but no Secret, they've seen that they're getting the picks just off the balcony, and it's a very easy push in. Quite smartly, they had Alems downstairs as the buck, can really do a number on that destructible flooring, and then really just pick off any potential rotates, may it be up the blue stairs or in towards the bar, and like you've seen, he got the kills whenever he needed to. He had the flank watch, and really from there it was very, very simple for Secret to push and plant the bomb, and that's basically what they won the round in a nutshell. Nothing too overly complicated, just more guidance, just really throwing away the kills.
Yeah, they're just not able to convert and not able to trade out these kills, and that's something that Team Secret do very well. When one of them does fall, there does seem to be someone there that's ready to trade that kill and to bring the man count back to back to even. So it's something that Guidance maybe need to look at, watching each other's back maybe a little bit more, or not finding themselves in these crossfires. But it is something that's difficult to do upstairs in Cash. It is. Once map control has been gained, once garage has been gained, the outside wall's open, there's not a lot of places to hide up there, and we've seen that Team Secret are just able to pick people off almost at will, if you will. But we're going to be going downstairs this time into Armory, and this is maybe a little bit more defendable than upstairs can be. If you do get yourself hunkered down, it does tend to be a bit of a bloodbath in the last sort of 20 seconds as you've got guys dropping hatches and making the final way into site. So if Guidance are able to keep themselves alive and get some angles held down there, it could come out in their favour. It does all depend on how it goes in the final few seconds.
So this is more Secret's playstyle. They like to control from the upstairs. No crazy blue rushes at this stage. They're going to just take what they need. And of course on a map like Clubhouse, where you do have that roaming potential, we will see a bit of that. Vex upstairs inside of bedroom has to be careful of the buck. He could easily buck his way in, just like I mentioned, in towards the bathroom. Creates another angle that Vex has to worry about, and that will be the Jaeger falling to Leon as he holds the angle. Great pinching action from Team Secret. This is more like them. They have the team chemistry. Leon and the Lambs are very good at clearing out those rumors in the top floor. They do, you know, they could probably do this in their sleep, I would say, the amount of times that they've done this. Yeah,
definitely. I think the teamwork on Team Secret is something that really does, you know, help them to be the team that they are, and they are very well at playing as a team and very well at, you know, making sure that they're working together and all pushing in the same direction. And it's something that, you know, it doesn't really do them any wrong, except when they all follow each other down into blue. But Lackey's going to be making his way through blue tunnel right now on his own, but he does get caught in a Legion Mine, so that is definitely going to alert Kendrew as to his whereabouts, and maybe it's going to you know, result in a kill. But there, Kendrew's going to pick up a kill onto Steezy, but not before he picks up a kill onto Meepy as well. So Kendrew coming out with a little bit more aggression on that pool area, and finally does get picked up by a Limbs, and Lackey there you can see just taking out Hayes. So that has got us into a 2 versus 2, and we've not really seen the all-out bloodbath at the end as players drop hatch. It seemed as though Guidance chose to maybe defend a little bit further upstairs, a little bit further on the roam, and managed to take a few guys out, which, you know, might not be a bad thing, but I mean, look at the operators that we've got left on the board. We've got Echo and we've got Smoke, so they're certainly going to be able to start denying plants and moving into the last minute of the round. That's what you're going to be looking at doing now. Yeah, that was an excellent trade-off by Kendrew, having that more aggressive nature. Harris does fail Lackey. Lackey was in very low health after that aggression going up against Hayes. Blackout has these gas canisters. Lambs jumps straight in, misses the shots, no Blackout, and Lambs cleans up with the double kill. Somehow the Frenchman has saved his team. That was looking a very desperate round for Team Secret, but Lambs, quick bit of gun skill action, cleans up the house, and well, Team Secret, they take the 4th round, leading into our final attack and defense for both of these teams before they do go for a switch. That's certainly a round that Guidance have lost. It was definitely theirs to win. Questionable. Yeah, a bit questionable there. I mean, perfect placement of the gas canister, but he didn't really need to push as hard as he did and expose himself. And I guess that the SMG at that range just wasn't cutting it for him. It is a little bit more difficult now to use, obviously, after the recent rework that it's seen. So, you know, maybe a couple of months ago he gets that kill with the SMG-11, but, you know, you just never know. But yeah, I think that certainly a little bit of over-aggression there, especially to, you know, in a 2 versus 1 situation like that. Although it was, you know, it is worth saying that Echo was on super low health as well, so he was only 1 hit. So, but, you know, not taking anything away from the Limbs, that was a fantastic clutch, and I think that they've really grabbed one back there after the performance in the first round, I guess. I think they've maybe redeemed themselves with that one. So looking at it, you know, Guidance, they played a lot more aggressive that time around for their clubhouse. I thought Kendrew did a fantastic job. You know, he got the double trade, which was amazing. Secret, Lackey was in extremely low health. It was really just the Lambs that they had to worry about. So Guidance, that should give them a little bit more morale where, yeah, they can kind of catch Secret off by, I'd say it's very sloppy droning from Team Secret at the moment. Letting somebody sit over there in towards that pool table doesn't really happen all too often, but it did that time, so they really have to start thinking about that better drone placement, the better droning out of these defenders. And I'm sure that probably Guidance will try to do the same, and even whenever Kendrew, he's chosen Vigil, which is a roaming operator, you're kind of expecting him to maybe lurk upstairs or in towards the strip, which isn't droned all too often, but no, just hasn't started his approach at the moment, just there on the stairs. Rest of Secret, they're going to start clearing out the top floor, just like they've done. I know that you said we haven't really seen too much of that that kill frenzy that Clubhouse is so renowned for having. It has been more of an aggressive game where these defenders are really taking it to the attack this time around, which doesn't happen all too often in Clubhouse. It's more of that kind of 5-man anchor as much as they can. But we'll just have to see how Secret can really deal with these more roam game. And all I say about that, Lackey picks up he is as a dog trying to go for this kind of roam game in towards the blue stairs. Not the best play. You lose a very strong anchor operator on Clubhouse where, you know, your teammates do get down from across the room. That could be very useful, and it could have been very useful for getting Kendrew back up.
to full health, as he has took a lot of damage from those engagements against those attackers.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Hayes throwing his life away there a little bit too much, maybe. Like you say, Doc, super handy downstairs, really long angles, a lot of ability to be able to shoot that stim pistol. But again, you know, good droning and good work by Team Secret there to get that one out. And you know, I think that that's where we're saying that the defenders are maybe just you know, sort of roaming a little bit too hard and kind of just stretching themselves just a little bit too thin. If they maybe just focus back down onto site, they could play out a little bit differently. It looks as though we've got Kendrew, he's been reset there, and he's going to be at the bottom of garage stairs, ready to make a pretty late flank onto Team Secret. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But currently, oh, there we go, Meepy is going to get him on the drone, and he's going to get traded out straight away. Leon there going to pick up that kill. Again, just shows how good the teamwork is on Team Secret. The droning, they're getting flank watches in, and then Leon's able there to pick up the kill, even against a Vigil who can, you know, disguise himself from drones. So just fantastic work there. And we've got Leon going to be making his way down blue stairs, as Lackey is going to pick up a kill onto Harris. Leon's going to pick up one onto Blackout, and then Lackey's going to pick the final one up onto Vex. And that's going to be another really convincing round for Team Secret. And I think that the predictions that we maybe made, you know, in the pre-game, possibly a little bit too optimistic for Guidance at this stage.
There's still time yet for Guidance. They have these attacking rounds where they have looked a lot more stronger whenever you have players there like Kendrew who have that signature buck available to himself. You know, Kendrew, the only Challenge League player we have inside of the Premiership. He did place third inside of this season, and he has really been that big standout player for Guidance this entire season. You know, he's a great player, one of my favorites. Really stepping up these big matches, I would say. You know, he played very well against Vex, he played well against Unnamed as well, but at the moment Secret just proving to be that little bit better than him, and just shows the skill gap really between Secret and the entire league. You can see it. You know, I think everybody who watches can just tell, yeah, these guys are the pro team. You look at that great collapse they had on the last round where you had somebody coming in from Memorial, somebody come in through blue, somebody come in through kitchen, one main stairs, one through dirt. They all just went 3-2-1, push in, and everybody fell from Guidance. So still all the pressure on the Guidance. Secret don't really have to worry about this match. It's more of just, yeah, let's play a game of Prem and see how it goes. Yeah, definitely jump in and have a little bit of fun along the way. Like you say about Kendrew, he's certainly you know, a very good player, but sometimes, you know, one good player just isn't quite enough, and you know, maybe if Guidance get a little bit more time together and, you know, they start, you know, being able to develop a little bit further as a team and as a unit, you know, we may see a bit of a different Guidance in the future. But it's always going to be tough going against a pro league team, you know, and I don't think that anyone's under any illusion as to you know, how difficult that is going to be, especially when, you know, you're talking about a team that's able to, you know, collapse like you say and do the drone work and, you know, work as a team the way that they are. So it looks as though we're going to have Steezy moving around in garage, just looking to maybe get some Legion mines out there and try and gain a little bit of denial or a little bit of information as to when people are going to be pushing garage. But it looks as though Team Secret have just opened the door and sort of said, you know, maybe try a little bit of a run out on me as we try and bandit, as we try and thermite in. But looks as though the dual hard breach there is going to actually get bandit tricks. So that's a fantastic job by Limbs there, making sure that he gets rid of both the thermite and some of the X-Kairos pellets. They're only going to have one more go at being able to do it with two, and then the job is going to get a little bit more difficult. So we're going to get a kill from Leon, and Limbs is just bandit tricking for fun at this stage. Maverick is not banned. Why are neither of these teams taking the strongest operator on this map? I am very puzzled to why you have the one operator that counters this specific strategy gets banned out 99% of the time. The one time he's not, you do not take him and you get punished so heavy. You have wasted a thermite charge and 2 Habana pellets. The only option you have now is that construction. But what's to stop Bandit rotating into construction and Bandit tricking that wall? Nothing.
There's absolutely nothing stopping him from doing that. I'm not sure how many EMPs we've got left on Thatcher there. He's only got 1 EMP left as well. So, you know, Alim's certainly doing his job there. Wasted a lot of the round at this point. We're more than halfway in. And it looks as though Guidance haven't really gained any sort of map control at all. We've still got a lot of guys outside. And Blackout is desperately trying to find the kill onto, I believe it's Steezy up there on the balcony. It doesn't quite manage it. Steezy's going to pick up that kill. And Limbs possibly getting reset there, or maybe did take some fire, but Kendrew's going to get a kill. Going to get the double onto Lackey and Limbs. Leon's going to pick up Hayes. So it's flipping backwards and forwards. Smoke canisters are going to be coming out. Harris is going going to pick up a kill onto Steezy, and Meepy is going to get a smoke kill onto Kendrew. So we've quickly now found ourselves in a 1 versus 1. Harris there picking up the kill onto Meepy, and he's going to pick up the final kill onto Leon.
What?
That's a round that Guidance should never have won. Secret did a fantastic job of keeping them out, and all of a sudden it just seemed as though Guidance had got a lot of site control and going in and getting kills for fun.
I have no words. I have no words what just happened inside of that round. There is no Maverick. The Bandit did its job immensely. They lost so much of that hard breach potential. And then moving in to those final couple of seconds, the Lambs got reset. And then all of a sudden, Habana's there, kills Leon who tries to go for the pickup, and a Lambs dies as well, kills everywhere, and somehow Harris clutches up in the most ridiculous positions. I have no idea. I am lost for words about what just happened inside of that round. That should have been the easiest round for Secret in the entire Prem, and somehow they lost it because they decided to go for a reset onto a Lambs.
Fragmite. Demo sat with his head in his hands. Yeah, definitely. I think that there's definitely a time and a place to do a reset. And sometimes when you're in the midst of it, it's not always the best idea.
There was a minute 15 to go. You can see why
you can see it from both sides.
It's not as if it's 30 seconds where the kills are going to come in hefty.
No, I mean, you can see it from both sides. But with that said, the resetting, it takes 2 guys out of the game for a couple of seconds, and obviously the control that was gained in that time by Guidance Gaming was just enough for them to be able to execute on site, and I think they took a fantastic initiative there from playing the way they did and bringing that aggression to the table, and I just think it was something that Secret wasn't ready for.
So a lot of things there that Secret really have to look at, and I think I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that round because it was a lot of things to take in. Secret, they will go for this top 4 once again, and looking at Guidance, still no Maverick. They got completely ruined last time. Still not bringing the operator that counters this specific strategy. Sure, they may say, oh, but what if we get shot from the blowtorch holes? Of course, it's a 2-way system where you can use that as an attacker, but defenders can also shoot back at you. It's very simple. You just repel upside down as a Thermite, and that's it. There's not a lot of, complication about it.
There's always a ways and a means, and it seems as though Hayes has opted for the Twitch. He's managed to destroy one of the shot batteries on this occasion, and it does look as though they're going to go and try and do the same again with a Thermite and some X-Kairos, and again, a Limbs is going to be doing the job and getting the bandit tricking done. I get what you're saying about bringing the Maverick, but I'm not too sure why someone's not playing on the window and trying to cause a little bit of hassle from that side of things.
You don't have any needs either.
Some grenades, a Capital Fireball, anything to try and...
to buck below?
Yeah, anything just to try and push that bandit out. And it looks as though that's what they're going to be doing now with Vex, but Vex is going to be very exposed down here on his own. Secret are definitely going to know he's there. We've got a Valkyrie cam that's just been destroyed, so I would be surprised if Vex is able to get a kill, and you can see there that Limbs isn't able to actually do his job in bandit tricking, and he's going to get the wrong side that time. Vex is going to pick up the kill onto Limbs as well, and that's finally going to be the wall open, but Leon is going to quickly trade that kill back out and pick up Vex, so it's probably a worthwhile sacrifice for Guidance, losing an Ashe to be able to get the wall open, but it's all about what they do with that from this point onwards.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that, looking at he has the angle onto Lackey. They did open up that construction as well, give them another way in towards that room. Still there up inside of the garage, and both these teams not really pushing that garage all too often. Leon with the quick roam does pick up Kendry on the flank, but this will make his presence be known to Guidance. Maybe still has his utilities as well with the gas canister, shotgun inside of those CQP. Ranges can be really devastating as well. SMG-11, of course, can always do that good long-range capability. Stiz has those goo mines as well, can try and delay this push in from the Thermite just a little bit more. Harris starts tagging up maybe through the wall, but doesn't do a big lot of damage. Blackout will get pushed by Leon. Jaeger, another kill for himself. A freak, I believe, could be on for the potential ace. He is also coming up those stairs just the exact same way. And there you go, Stiz and Leon clean things up. And that will be Secret holding firm, and that will take them into match point against Guidance, who do fall. They had everything working for them that time, but Leon gets proven to be too big of an issue for Guidance to deal with, as he does pick himself up a 4th guy.
Yeah, fantastic play from Leon there on the Jaeger. You really can't fault that at all. It's a perfect operator to do, to pull off that kind of a maneuver and go for a little bit of a late flank, work his way back into sight, and then start picking people off as and when. And that's really how I was expecting the previous rounds that to go as well. With Team Secret feeling like they were in such a dominant position, and Guidance Gaming just struggling to get anything going. But like you say, Demo, that is going to take us into match point, and we are going to be going downstairs to Church and Arsenal room.
12 kills for Leon at the moment. Blackout still yet to get himself a kill. Could be on for the signature James Bond, which nobody ever wants to be in Siege. He's going to take the Monty as well, so the first time we're going to see the big bad shield brought to the table. And of course, for a downstairs, he does have a lot of advantages, especially if you want to try and take control of the construction, dirt tunnel, or also if you want to try and take control of the blue. Very handy operator, can work his way in. Of course, has to always worry about potential C4s, gas canisters. Goo mines is probably the bigger one that really does hinder the shield operators. Montagna doesn't really worry about that too much because it's very easy for him just to back on up, take out of his foot. And yeah, that's pretty much what Montagna does in a nutshell, is just use up all the utility and gives the callouts. And that should potentially be a pretty strong factor for Guidance to try and win this round. They do have the buck as well, so that potential soft breach in towards the kitchen area is going to be feasible, but Pulse is going to be picked up by Lackey, his signature defense operator. We do see actually Pulse get banned out against Team Secret just to counter Lackey on that Pulse, because he is that good at giving that intel, that good with the C4s. And of course, on a map like Clubhouse, where you do have that soft destruction and that C4able flooring inside of kitchen, a very strong pick for Secret.
I'm surprised it's took us this long to see a Pulse picked, purely because of like you say, how powerful Pulse can be on this map, especially for defending against that kitchen hatch. So it's great to see one being pulled out at this point, and let's see if we can get a couple of nitro kills. I don't believe we've seen a nitro kill yet, but if there's going to be an operator that's going to be able to pull it off, it's certainly going to be Lackey on the Pulse. And we can see there we've got Montagna making his way into tunnel. We've got Meepy playing in the tunnel as well on smoke. So Smoke's definitely going to be able to do some sort of denial in this tunnel, and you can see there that the first canister is going to come out and Vex is going to get the down onto him. So Meepy there may be overexposing just a little bit, but Vex may not even know that he's got him down at this stage, and he is going to get revived. So the smoke canisters are still going to be in play. Meepy's still going to have 2 of those left, and it looks as though we've got Leon going to be pushing up a little bit more aggressively, but Vex is going to pick up that kill. So hiding behind the Monty shield is certainly going to give a bit of an advantage there, but I can't help but think Leon may be just overexposed a little bit. We've got another canister coming out there. So Meepy is certainly doing a really good job of denying the Monty access into that tunnel. We've got Limbs there. He's going to be picking up a kill of his own down in blue, and the push just seems to be faltering a little bit at the moment. The Monty isn't gaining as much ground, but Meepy has now got no canisters left, so that's all he's got in terms of denial. He's going to pick up that kill onto Vex, which is a fantastic kill to pick up, but he's still got the Monty to deal with, and he's got very low health. Kendrew is going to pick up a kill onto Steez, and it looks as though Meepy is going to go full force against this Monty, but Blackout is going to be able to get that kill. Don't really think Meepy needed to do that at that stage, but he obviously had to do something to stop the Monty pushing in any further, and it's now all going to be down to Limbs and Lackey to try and deny this plant. We've still got a nitro in hand, but the diffuser is going to start going down, and it's going to be a really tough job at this stage to try and retake this side. Blackout there going to pick up another kill on Limbs, so Monty there picking up 2 kills this round, and Kendrew's going to close it out with the final kill onto Lackey.
As I said, Montagna is doing exactly what I predicted. Use up all the utility from Meepy with the smoke canisters, pushes his way in, gives the call out, plant goes down. Very simple round from Guidance. You can see the power that that shield can bring inside of that dirt tunnel. Great play as well. I think we have to commend Vex for his support role in helping that Montagna take control of the tunnel. In a one-way passage, it's very easy to go for these pre-fire shots, and of course, as Ash with an R4C, an amazing weapon, just combined with the damage, the rate of fire, very easy to shred through any defenders that she wants to go through. And Guidance, they're still in with a fight, a 5-3 at the moment. They still have to win 2 more rounds on the trot if they want to at least take a point away from this matchup. But still, the odds are going to be against them as Secret. They have plenty of time to do this in. The way it stands, if it does go 6-3, then I'm going to be right. If it goes 6-4, then You're going to be right.
It's looking good for us both at the minute.
Or if it goes to a draw, the dog was right.
Yeah, the dog's right. I think it'd be great if the dog was right. I think we could maybe get the dog back in, but not going to see the Monty this time. We're going to see Vex favour the Blitz. Blitz again, very effective. Not as effective at Monty as sort of eating up those shots, but can certainly be used to, you know, get a bit of a roam clear going. And I mean, certainly in that tunnel with his flashes, if Hayes does just choose to go down into the tunnel again, it'll be a fantastic operator to sit behind Blitz, as you know, Blitz can be flashing away. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm surprised they didn't take the Monty, because Blackout did good work with him last time, and it did work pretty well. But you know, you never know. It could be that they weren't expecting Team Secret to go back downstairs.
5 seconds to go.
So, Guidance say will be bringing another shield to the table. Won't be the same Montagna, but instead of Blitz. More, of course, an aggressive shield operator can do a lot of heavy damage in those room clearouts, those 1 versus 1s that we talk about so much, and they're actually going to use them inside of the dirt tunnel as well. This does fare a lot safer for Meatby this time, because he's going to be less health, because he's going to be a 2 armor, and he's not going to be that impenetrable wall you cannot shotgun. But bit of barbed wire will try and slow him down just a tad, and Meatby will actually fall back. And here comes the big bad Blitz as the pistol shots rattle on in, and Harris picks up Stiz as Vex wins that gunfight against Meatby. An incredible start for these players of Guidance. But looking at it, Vex has took a lot of damage from the goo mines and also from the smoke. Lambs, Leon and Lackey to see if they can pull through for their team as Guidance. Well, they have it in their control. Dirt tunnel, they're going to open up the hatches, and it will be the final collapse coming up very soon.
Yeah, definitely great progress to make within the first minute, bringing themselves into a 5 versus 3, and you can see there Blitz is already making his way in the site, hunting down those defenders. Leon is going to pick a kill onto Harris, but Vex is going to trade him straight back out. So and then 3 kills are going to happen all at once. Kendra is going to pick up Lems, and then Hayes is going to pick up Lackey, so a very convincing round there for Guidance, and I think that worked much better than the Monty push that they did the round previously.
That was a lot more quicker than the Monty push that we did see. Well, the power of the Blitz really does shine through. And well, Guidance, they pull it back to 5 rounds to 4. We always did have that little bit of hope that, yes, they may have been 4-1 down at a stage, but this is Guidance, a team which we know are a lot more dominant on these attacking rounds, and well, they are certainly proving it. And Harris leading things with 11 kills for his team. Leon still up there, leading the charge with 13 kills, but really hasn't done a whole lot since those final couple of rounds. These past 2, he's been fairly quiet for the most part. But Secret, they do get that all-important CCTV room and cash room at their disposal to see if they can finish off this round. Last time, it was a win. The round before it was a loss for Secret, so it has been a 50-50. And can they make that a 2 out of 1 or really a 1 out of 2? And they do lose that lead then against Guidance. Final round, moving into where will this take us?
I think that, you know, Lems has done a fantastic job of being able to bandage through the wall. Having only had 1 hard breacher this time on Guidance Gaming, I think they may find getting that wall open a little bit more difficult. Obviously, Secret are going to be aware that they're going to be either an Ash or a Book, or maybe even there's a vehicle play underneath and try and cause a little bit of vertical disruption. But what about that Ying pick? We've not seen Ying pick just yet, and I think that's the first time we're going to see that this evening. So it seems as though Guidance have got something in mind if they're going to be, you know, choosing to bring a Ying at this stage. We may see something a little bit different. Maybe they're going to try and push through, you know, the secret way and come through bedroom, come through construction, and come into the site that way. But all of a sudden, as Team Secret, that first round has got to be looking like a little bit of a mistake.
Still no Maverick on the side of Guidance, and another thing which I've only just realized, in this entire match, neither side has ever chosen an Echo as well. Echo, actually, no, say that, Harris did in the first couple of rounds, but Secret, they have no intention of taking that Echo, which is a very good counter to the Ying. You're sitting there on the yokai drones, you can't get flashed. You can easily stop that Ying push in its tracks. But the first thing they're going to have to go through will be that double wall once again, and this time they seem a lot more, you know, faster on the pace. They've already gotten rid off the wall. Lambs also took a bit of damage from that Ash launcher from below. He is ready and poised with those Candelas, but they still have not to control of the garage area, which of course is where Stiz has always been known to play. Neither team has ever really wanted to go towards that garage side. Leon playing aggressive on the hatch, seeing if he can potentially get this pick onto Blackout, and he does just that. Excellent Headshot accuracy from Leon, and he is tries to push on in, but no, the collapse comes in from Eliams. 5 versus 3. Vex still careful there on the window, always has to be sure that he may not get jumped out on any minute, and Stiz is going to be the dominating factor. Him inside of Garage can sit there nice and pretty all day long and really just stop this plant indefinitely.
Yeah, I think the Yings there were just a couple of seconds too late to flash the room to be able to provide safe entry. Lucky they're picking up a kill, and Steve's picking up another one so quickly. Secret have brought this into a 4 versus 1, and it's now going to be all down onto Vex. He picks up Liam as Liam runs out of Jim, tries to bring the fight to Vex there, but I mean there's still quite a lot of time left on the clock. We've still got about 1 minute and 15 seconds left. But the diffuser is not going to be in the hands of Vex. It does look as though he's going to try and make his way maybe into the bottom of Garage and just try and push this a little bit differently, but at this point it's going to be quite a tall order to try and clutch this round out, as we have got, I believe it's Steve's playing upstairs on the Garage catwalk.
Yeah, should be fairly simple for Secret. They have 3 members alive. They should try and get the final blow to this Guidance team. Guidance, well, it seems to be that will be them done for the season. They should fall here to 6 rounds to 4 against Secret. That will just happen. Actually still stays alive, but really for how long, everybody, you can see, just they've slowly edged their way towards the catwalk, just that little time and time again, and just Secrets have to sit here and wait. Vex knows themselves, looks away at the wrong moment. Stiz peeks around, and that will be it. Team Secret, they take the victory over Guidance Gaming, 6 rounds to 4. A very valiant effort from Guidance Gaming, but that will be then staying where they are. They do not get the points that they want. And that, of course, will conclude Team Secret season as well. They take the league with 6 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses. And, of course, that draw coming from M&M way back in week number 1. But, of course, we will see Team Secret at the live finals. So make sure we're going to look forward to seeing some more Team Secret action, as, of course, that's the team everybody wants to see.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a fantastic job to get you know, to get themselves in the position they have, and I think that they played very well then against Guidance. The only thing we can question is that first round, and I think, like you said at the time, it was maybe just a little bit of fun. Let's see what we can get away with there. And you've got to think from Guidance's point of view, that might, you know, put you a little bit on the back foot, because you're thinking these guys are really bringing the fight to us here. It gives you a bit of early confidence in that, yeah, we've picked up the first round, but in reality, 4 guys tried to pile through the 5 guys tried to pile through the same door, and it, you know, they just got cut to ribbons. Yeah, that
was. I know that you did mention that maybe a round that may come back to really hurt Secret.
It nearly did. It nearly did.
Yeah, of course, it nearly did. Of course, plenty of replays to really look at. A lot of really good plays from individual players. You know, Leon having that 4K that 1 round really shows where he stands inside of the league. Really one of the more dominant players I think we have, and this was just.
Here it is.
Just a that's it.
Yeah, you can see there, you know, 20 seconds into the round, 4 guys dead, and it was a little bit of an oversight. But I think Kendry did a fantastic job playing pool table that round. You know, he certainly picked up a good couple of kills, but again, Secret just besting them a little bit. And then there was the round downstairs where Limbs clutched it out and picked up those 2 final kills. They were absolutely beautiful. Fantastic clutch there.
Yeah, certainly a lot of individual plays, like I said. A lot of downstairs defense. This was a very strong one by Secret. They had that immense collapse, like I said, 1 dropping every single hatch. They just pinched in. This was the unwinnable round that somehow Guidance won. Still need to go back and watch that.
They did a fantastic job, and I think that they got themselves into some very good positions. You know, they certainly deserve every round that they've taken, you know, tonight against Secret. You can't really take anything away from them for the way they've played. They've played fantastically. So.